But speaking of the cow and or horse being out of the barn, that's also happening because we know that Wolverine's in Deadpool 3. But Deadpool 3, everybody, there's more stuff coming forward about that. And Matthew Vaughn came forward to talk about Deadpool 3. And of course, he didn't direct it, but Matthew Vaughn did X-Men First Class. Big proponent pushing for the X-Men. And he actually got to see some of the Deadpool 3. And he said, guys, I saw a few snippets about it. Deadpool versus Wolverine or Wolverine versus Deadpool. And I'm not sure how that's going to work out. We'll see how Ryan and Hugh work that shit out. But he says it's unbelievable. And it said it's going to be a jolt to the MCU. It's about a jolt for all of them, and it's going to change everything. It's to bring the body back to life. And he thinks Ryan and Hugh are about to save the whole Marvel universe. And on top of that, we haven't talked about this too, but the official synopsis came out, and it's the irresponsible. There it is. The irresponsible hero, Deadpool, will change the history of the MCU with Wolverine. So the idea is change. Now there's time travel involved. Of course, there'll be a bunch of changes. We're going to bring the X-Men in. That's a big change. But is it going to be unbelievable? Will it change the MCU? I'm not sure. It's coming out July 26, 2024. The first trailer is going to drop at the Super Bowl. So not too far away. It's like next weekend. You'll be able to see who or what happens in video form, because we haven't seen shit yet. We've only seen these clips of Wolverine and Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds hanging out, and that's it. And I'm really excited to see the first trailer, and I think that it will change the MCU. I mean, overall, we know that. I'm super anticipating this. I'm excited about it. Like I said, July can't come soon enough, and I really hope that when it does, it's gonna really change everything at the MCU, and I really expect it to. And I think that Matthew Vaughn is very much on the right track when he's saying this too. But I want to go to the group right now and see what they're thinking. Will this change the MCU? Will it monumentally be something, or will it just be another movie that's fun and then it goes away and we talk about something else the next day? What do you think, Sean? Is it going to change the MCU? Is Deadpool the man? And this movie, Deadpool 3, are you as excited as you did about The Flash, or even more excited? And our anticipation and and like what we think about it in our mind, maybe we build it up too much and it won't be the movie we want it to be. What do you think about this?
I think we're putting too much hope into a movie about Ryan Reynolds getting to play all his fantasies and fart jokes and bodily humor. I don't think this is going to save the MCU. I'm sorry. There's a lot of hope here. There's a lot of leaks that we still don't even know what the hell. One of the main reasons I'll try and watch the Super Bowl is for the damn trailer. I want to know what the hell's going on here. But no, I to use a movie that's not even part of the MCU's stuff to fix the MCU, I think is trying to make it do too much. We didn't care when Deadpool 1 came out how it impacted the rest of Marvel movies. We didn't care when they did the same thing with Marvel, like Deadpool 2. We were just excited we were getting a cool, jokey kind of superhero movie, poking fun at these characters, but also doing them really fucking justice, right? I still am a big fan of Cable in the second movie, and Domino did great, and the whole way he did X-Force. I could just talk about Deadpool forever. But no, I don't think the MCU has a lot more problems that one Merc with a mouth is going to fix. That being said, yes, it's going to be fantastic, hopefully, and can't wait to see it. But yeah, to pin it on Kevin Feige's turning around his day, I don't see it. I don't see it.
Save the MCU from itself. They're saying it's floundering and failing the Queen, so that's what people are saying.
Not doing great right about now. This. It's in a bad place.
We didn't say this, though, but here you go. Deadpool's dog is in this movie, too, everybody. So Deadpool's dog is here. Here's a little picture of him and Deadpool's dog. And he's going to be a big part of the movie, I guess, too.
What's his name, Sean? What's Deadpool's dog called? Yeah.
Isn't it just Dogpool?
Dogpool, that's it. Dogpool, yep.
Yeah, it's Dogpool, yeah.
Isn't it just Dogpool?
It is.
What's the laziest pun they could do? It's probably that.
There's dog pool, there's dread
cow pool, horse
there's
pool,
squirrel pool, there's head pool, there's Deadpool where he's just a zombie. There's all these. There's a lot of them.
Sean, how many comics do you have back there?
It's too many.
Too many to count.
Too many. Not a ton about Deadpool though. I wasn't really a Deadpool collector, to be fair. But
yeah. Well, I'm just saying, saving it, making it great again. I don't know, changing it, making it something that used to be.
Let's just enjoy a movie again. We don't need it to rewrite history or fix the multiverse and whatever. Let's just enjoy it for what it is and not put all this hope and pressure on it. I don't know.
There's a lot of pressure on this movie. It's like the only Marvel movie coming out this year, again, because of the strikes too. So will it be something that'll make people have anticipation again? What do you think, Sabrina? Is this something that'll make people like want to be like, oh, fucking Marvel movie's coming again? Because again, a lot of people haven't been like that online, at least. I'm still excited about them. I know people shit on Ant-Man. I will still go to bat for Ant-Man Quantumania again, right here. Hashtag not Paul Rudd was there, and you know, I fucking hate the hate. But honestly, Sabrina, what do you think? Is this going to be the thing that just changes people's minds back to Marvel, back to the MCU? We're back in there. We're all about the multiverse again. Or can Ryan Reynolds not save the MCU?
I'm going to pull a K. Jacob currently, and I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about, which is just to be very clear, because I looked it up. The cow is out of the barn is actually a saying, and it means that it's too late now to change what's happened. And if we go to the horses out of the barn, it means that you said or did something that can't be taken back. So basically, same
right.
meaning, two different things. So we were both right. Is the takeaway actually, Sean? We were both right.
What I hear is I win.
No, I read yours first because I was being respectful. But actually, we are both correct.
Okay.
Number one. Number two. Quantumania was fucking awesome. And if you don't think that Michelle Pfeiffer is the sexiest 7-year-old you've ever seen in your life, you're insane.
She's
also
even better in person.
So hot. And also, what's his name with the throat cancer from all the cunnilingus?
Michael Douglas.
Catherine Zeta-Jones. What's his name?
Michael Douglas.
Somebody.
Michael Douglas. Also hilarious. So if you didn't like anything else about that movie, you should have appreciated those two performances in and of itself. Totally worth watching. Okay. Thirdly, obviously, anyone who watches the show knows that I love Ryan Reynolds and will watch anything that he does. And I've been looking forward to. I have that Funko Pop right there. It's the same pose. Have it. Thank you. I literally will watch anything he does. This, by the way. Looking forward to it immensely. I'm looking forward to a good fucking Marvel movie that is going to be irreverent. And I agree with Queen when she was like, irresponsible. He's irresponsible, like I guess by nature, but when he does his shit, he's not irresponsible. And I think it's going to be amazing. And I would love to see him and Hugh Jackman together again. Hugh Jackman, by the way, friend of the show, amazing human being. So I am 100% into this. And whether it resets the universe or not, I don't really give a shit. It's going to be great. Period. There's going to be a million cameos. I don't care what it does for the MCU universe. Like, I'm happy to be part of it. I'm happy to watch it. I can't wait to see what he does, honestly. Yeah. I think it's going to be great. I don't want to get too hyped for it, but I think it is going to be great. It's going to be fun. And everyone's going to try to hype us up.
When's it coming out?
July 26th.
July 26th cannot come soon enough, Sean.
There we go. One more time there, huh?
Can't
come soon enough. This summer will be fantastic. Mike, how do you feel about this? Do you agree upon this? July can't come soon enough? Or are you kind of hesitant about like this being the end all be all, big all revolutionary change for the MCU? And people need to take a second, hold on to your butts, and, you know, maybe contemplate that. It's a movie. Just have fun. Chill out. It's going to be okay. You know, you might like it, might not hate it. Let me know. What do you think, Mike? How do you feel about Deadpool 3? Will it revolutionize the MCU?
Well, you know, Brian, you know that I think that Ryan Reynolds is a great actor.
For me to poop on.
Hey, don't bring Liz's shit up in here, Mike. That's not fair. Fuck you.
Liz? My wife, Liz?
She hates Ryan Reynolds. We all know. We all know.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan either. However, I don't give a shit about Deadpool, but I do love me some Wolfie, particularly Hugh Jackman's Wolfie. So that is absolutely going to get me back into the theater. I think that in a post-RDJ MCU, they need to bank on their characters and their actors with mega high levels of charisma. And I think that Hugh Jackman is probably that top tier guy in the absence of RDJ. Not saying that, you know, Captain America, etc. at all are without charisma, but, you know, the level of lovability that Hugh Jackman brings, like, is next level. So I'm really stoked to see this, man. The rumor mill has been through the roof on this one.
Oh yeah,
has it not? Like,
years
and
of speculation.
It really has.
the potential is just so high. So I'd really like to just keep my hopes up until they're dashed. So I'll go see. Depending on the reviews, I'll go see this one in the theater, or maybe I'll go see it anyway.
I'll be.
So you're thinking about not seeing it in the theater, Mike?
I don't know. This was the other thing that I was going to mention, right? Because the other day. I saw a chart online. I wish I could find it again. It was all the comic book movies of the past, like since the original Iron Man, charted out by year as a function of how like a percentage of their budget that they made back, and that peaked about with like Ragnarok a few years back, right? But since then, it's been coming down pretty sharply. Mm-hmm. Astonishingly, the movie that made back the most as a percentage of its budget, Joker, it made like 15 times its budget.
Yeah.
Oh, there weren't that many there weren't that ton of like effects, right? Like it was just a lot of practical like lighting and shit. Like you didn't really need a lot to do with it. I'm not surprised. That's interesting. Yeah.
It needs, but I guess the MCU, because I was wondering, does the MCU need saving? Apparently it does. I hope this will be the one. I don't know.
Honestly, I saw something on Reddit a while ago, and I just pulled it up, but I think one of the issues that the MCU has taken the wrong, like, understandings of why people cared so much about Iron Man, right? Like, Iron Man was the only fast-talking, quippy guy in the MCU, and his movie, everyone else treated shit like serious, right? And then as much as the MCU started to roll out, all the other heroes started to lose how serious they were and become like one-line joke factories. And it just kind of like really cut like I mean,
the stakes, no stakes.
Yeah. Look, who Chris Hemsworth's Thor was in movie 1 versus what it was in Love and Thunder.
Right.
Completely different Thor. Well, and I understand character growth. I understand character arc. That's fine. But everyone has become the quippy sidekick that has to have a joke and go girl and all this kind of shit. Like it is kind of like sad to kind of see that like you couldn't just make a thing where the most ridiculous character is the central plot character, and everyone else kind of has to play around that. It's interesting. I really enjoyed that. It was a Roger Ebert quote, to be honest. Like, what a horror show it would have been if they were all tuned to Tony Stark's sardonic wavelength. And that's exactly what happened. It's kind of weird. And this is where Marvel is right now. So
prescient.
Yeah.
I know they do want to change Thor again for the next movie. They were saying that as well. Take some of the goofiness away, change that, and then make him more grounded again. But I just think that you've already made goofy. How you change that now?
The first 2 Thors sucked fucking donkey dick. Okay.
I fell asleep so many times watching those movies. I still haven't made it to the end.
Terrible. It was like, and you know what? When Ragnarok came around and he turned into like the funny jokester, like that saved that fucking franchise. It's the only reason why Love and Thunder came out, which Love and Thunder, by the way, not a fan. However, Ragnarok was amazing. Cate Blanchett was fucking amazing as the villain. Like it just
so
Loki, good. What's his name? Tom Hiddleston.
Tom Hiddleston.
Fucking like the performances were spectacular, and that spin of comedy that changed Thor's character was the only thing that made that movie such a success. Like it was meant to be that way. Thank you, Taika Waititi, or however you were saying your name. If I fucked it up,
Taika Waititi, yeah.
I feel like that if he didn't do that, and they try to do a third Thor movie with the fucking boring, like doormat Thor who was like, I'm just gonna brood and be fucking boring and stupid and annoying. Like, and I think the problem was with Love and Thunder is that they brought Natalie Portman back. I think, and I love her. Don't get me wrong. I think that was a problem for me because they were trying to bring back something from a different time that wasn't developed in the one successful Thor movie that they had. You know, so
yeah. No, I think that's a really good point. Like, I think it's interesting to kind of see that, and it's almost maybe that's the touch point, right? Like, oh shit, Ragnarok was great. Let's like maybe make things even more goofier.
But then they went too far.
See if we can out goof. Yes.
They went too far,
and now no one took anything seriously.
The cow was out of the barn.
I mean, even Loki.
Well done.
even good, that was a good callback, Brian. I like
the
that.
Cow / horse, whatever. It's out of the barn.
/ horse.
But like
/ piglet.
even the Loki show that we got, right? Like he was still like quicky, snappy guy, and like suave, and like it was interesting, but it was like also like that's not what like I don't know. I'm all for character evolution, but they all kind of are moving toward the same like place. I don't know.
Every character is written by Joss Whedon.
You might be the smartest one in the room.
Wah, wah, wah.
Well, I'm excited to see, though, where the MCU goes from here. Again, I don't think that you have to necessarily change completely Thor, and necessarily can Deadpool change everything and make it right? I'm not really sure. I do think it's exciting. I think it's going to be fun to see what they do with this movie. At the end of the day, hopefully it does tie into some bigger narrative for the MCU and it works out really well. There's apparently an end credit scene they've been talking about too. They shot with Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman, and Tobey Maguire, and it's supposed to lead up for Secret Wars. So, and they're saying it might be a different variant too, like not the Tobey Maguire we know from. That doesn't make sense to me. It would have to be the one from No Way Home to do that. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Honestly, there's a lot of rumors out there with this movie. There's been a million rumors, so we have no idea what's going to happen with it. But I'm excited. Will it change the MCU? That's the question. I don't know if it'll change it, but maybe if it does, if anybody can do it, you know, maybe Ryan Reynolds will do it. I don't know. Sabrina believes in him.
Yeah, baby.
Yo, player, thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Because the Pep Star needs more snickety snacks. Because I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.